Today we are going to be building more of my personal OS. At the end of last episode, we had the basics built up. Most of the home tab, we just had 2 or 3 cards left to go. I hadn't personalized any of it yet, and I'm kind of fine with that. I didn't want to, show everything on YouTube. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Josh Boucher, founder of Blackfish AI. We help businesses find their biggest AI win and then build them a custom solution for it. Some owners rescue 20 hours out of their work week. Others find 6 figures of revenue sitting in their pipeline. So if you're curious what AI can do for you, hit the link in my description for a one-on-one free discovery call. And with that, let's get dangerous. All right, so the first thing I want to do is double check that all of the cards have been built to Miles's spec, because some of them might not have been, if only based on the fact that it changed how it did the goals card when we reminded it to use the spec. So yeah, those sound great. First though, I want you to take a look at the spec and make sure that the other cards were built correctly. I probably should also have asked it to bring the preview back up. Oh, look at that. I want it to run the personal OS server. Session card intentional divergence. Miles' session was a task list, but we built a work timer since operator already shows tasks. This is better fit for your workflow. Okay, well, the today function in the API route runs on the server using new date to locale date string NCA, which uses UTC, not mountain time. For you, habits reset at 6 p.m. local time, not midnight. Okay, looks good. Preview looks solid. Calendar recurring events not expanded. Any repeating calendar event won't show up unless Google Calendar supports individual instances. And the calendar's also missing cache control, no store response header. Yes, let's do CRM task. Oh, that's pretty cool. 4 urgency tiers. Today, this week, this month, Sunday. It sounds good. I'm a little confused. There's 2 different places on the home screen to add tasks. In the top right and also on the CRM card. Which one am I meant to use? And also, will it be able to prioritize my tasks for me? The 2 add task buttons write to the same table so there's no data duplication, but you're right that it's confusing. The original intent was operator card, quickly glance at today's key tasks. CRM is the full backlog manager, but having 2 entry points on the same screen is redundant. Operator card read only, so the CRM is the single place you manage tasks, and the operator just surfaces today's top ones. Want me to do that? Yes, but in a minute. Priority score is 0 for everything, so tasks sort by starred first and creation order. There are 2 ways to add manual AI prioritization. You star tasks as key and they float to the top. Simple, 0 latency, you stay in control. Ooh. Yeah, please add both fixes to take away the operator card's add task button. So we just have the CRM one. And then also have a prioritize button. That sounds awesome. Both done. Operator card add task button is gone. It's now a read-only view of today's top tasks. CRM tasks for urgency tiers, and the prioritize button is in the header in green. It's grayed out right now because there are no tasks yet. Once you add some, one click sends them all to Claude. It's back 0 to 100 scores. Almost. I want to implement some kind of manual override to the task prioritization in case the CRM makes a mistake. How would I do that? The simplest approach that doesn't need a drag and drop library is nudge buttons on each task row. So yes, please, I added some test tasks that you can do this with. Oh, look at that. The nudge buttons only are there when I hover over the task. That's sharp. I like that. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Make sure the nutrition card is built according to the spec miles set out. Type a meal. Claude estimates kilocalories and all the macros in 1 second and adds it to the list. ACF recomputes instantly with no API call. So all the estimates have manual overrides. Does the nutrition card only track the meals for the day and then refresh every night? Yes to both. Okay, cool. Sounds great. What next? What the crap? There's 2 places to mark a task done. More thing for next step. Mark tasks done. I wanna narrow it down to 1 task card. Which one should I card? Yeah, okay. Awesome. What is the next step? All 7 cards are done, so you're through part 5 of Miles's guide. Here's what's left in order. Well, that's a surprise. I skimmed through the resource and it said it would take 2 weeks. This is 2 days that we've been doing this so far. Memory and brain tab. Every captured task and journal entry gets embedded as a vector. That's a brain tab with a natural language search bar. What did I decide about pricing last month? AI finds the right entries. Interesting. Part 4, really? We didn't do that? Telegram capture pipeline, the voice to dashboard shortcut, hold record in Telegram, speak a thought, call Claude, classifies it, and writes it to the right table automatically. This is the piece that makes the dashboard useful away from a desk. Part 7 is deployment, push to Vercel so the dashboard is live at a real URL. That's what makes it usable on your phone without running a dev server. Interesting. All right, sounds like a plan. First thing is I want to add, well, should I have, I guess what I'm hung up on is I should, you know what, I'm just gonna ask Claude. I know a guy who used to work in Silicon Valley before he went all in on AI. He uses a productivity app called TickTick. And probably the coolest thing it does is prioritize your task list and turn it into an action plan that syncs with your calendar. We already nearly have that functionality. Would fully bridging the gap be redundant? All right, let's have a look at this. Not redundant at all. It's actually the missing piece that makes the CRM genuinely intelligent rather than just a better to-do list. Here's what you already have. Here's what TickTick does that you don't yet. Looks at your actual free time on the calendar and slots tasks into specific time blocks. Produces a here's your day minute by minute plan, not just a ranked list. Syncs that plan back to the calendar so it shows up on your phone. The gap is one route, something like post API schedule that takes your open tasks. Today's calendar event sends both to Claude and gets back a time-blocked plan. That plan could render as a Your Days section on the operator or session card, and optionally write events back to Google Calendar. Actually, writing events on Google Calendar would be awesome. That way we don't have to have an extra tab for the action plan. It can just show up in the calendar card when all those events get added. So yeah, let's build it. Ooh, I like where this is heading. Let's see. Schedule my day button is live with session card. 1 manual step required before it works. You need to share your Google Calendar with your service account so it has write access. Oh, wait, it has a calendar card. If it's not already shared with the service account, how is the calendar card reading the calendar? Can the schedule my day button write to my calendar the same way the calendar card can read it? There are 2 different mechanisms. iCal URL. Google generates a secret read-only feed URL. No auth, just a URL. Works great for reading, but Google intentionally made it read-only. There's no write equivalent. Oh, I see. Share your calendar with the service account email and give it editor access. The AIOS collect calendar.py script already uses that service calendar to read your calendar, so it likely already uses that service account to read your calendar. Okay. Yeah, in that case, let's go share it with the service account settings. Sharing. Come on. this is also showing up as read-only. For context, I went to share it with the service account email, and the permission options for anything with write permission were grayed out. So I don't actually know if Google would let us do this. While the make changes to events permission is grayed out, is Google going to allow us to give it that permission? If not, what workaround would be best? Alright, best workaround is OAuth fresh token. Same pattern as existing drive OAuth setup. Run a one-time script. Authorize in browser. Store the fresh token in view.local. After that, the schedule root uses it silently forever. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I have no idea if this is actually going to work. 3 things to build: the setup script to update the auth lib to add the OAuth path. Alright, run the setup script once to authorize. Well, I do believe we are out of time, so we are going to have to save that for next episode. Well, I do believe we are out of time, so I'm going to have to save that for next episode. But once again, if you're curious what AI can do for your business, hit the link in my description for a free one-on-one call to discover the possibilities. And with that, be sure to leave a like, share your thoughts with the class, and before you subscribe, make sure you know what you're doing. Because it ain't easy being at the top. We'll see you guys next time.
Black fin cutting through the blazing rain.